Hey, welcome to the channel. Franco here with Trading Futures Live. In this video, I'll do a quick recap of my trades today. Let's jump right in. Here, you guys can see my my H1. Today is the 25th, right? Wednesday 25th. Let's review my trades. One loser, one winner. So my first trade was a short. I tried to jump right in the short when the trend was just starting. At this was like right before 11 a.m. So I chose this area. I put a limit order here. It never went to my 1-to-1 to move my stop, so I locked in the full loss, -1R. Regarding the ADQD, was still in an uptrend, but came back down, and that's where my short was. Now the tick chart, yes, it was starting to trend down, but it was not in a really a good extreme for me to trade. I mean, it was. I took the trade with this around the zero line, but it was not enough for my trade to work, right? So I lost -1R. Then I waited for the second, and this time is wrong. This trade was at 11:13. Yes. So I go here. All right. 11:13, and here's my trade. This is another area that I had drawn. That the first one was this one around here, yes, and the second one was here. I had multiple contracts, and I got filled. I had a limit order there, but they filled me here, came back down. When it came back up again, they filled me in for my all my contracts. Then it moved out, then it came back to the zone, and then here's my exit for a 3R. Now the ADQD created this new pivot, and it was definitely coming back down. So here's the signal. I probably was rushing too much putting the trade here. It's better when you wait for the signal. The better signal is, okay, it came down, created a lower high, right here, and then you can join into the trend. Now if you see the tick chart is trending down, right, and is showing a better extreme. If you guys remember, my other trade was around here, right? Much of a difference here, right? So saying that, it ended up working. It ended up working a lot better than I thought, but we had minutes at 2 p.m. and I didn't want to like being overly aggressive here. I just wanted to take my money and get out, right? So the interesting part is I want you guys to see. Oh, by the way, this 24th, I mean yesterday, is a break-even trade. This is my trade from yesterday. It was 100%. You all saw it on the live. It was a break-even. I didn't take any other trade. So, but at the end of the day, it ended up working for a 2-to-1. But I was stopped out break-even here. Now, I want to share with you guys this. Now, in the H1, I don't know why the break-even days is showing up like a green day. Probably because of my slippage of my P&L was $15, but it's certainly a break-even trade. But if you guys see, right, the first 2 weeks were very frustrating for me. And then I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days green, then one break even, and then today. And then the good part of this is that my month just turned around above the zero line. I was losing, how much was it? Like 8.5, right? 8.5 hour. I just made them back. My expectancy turned into the positive territory. Now you can see here how my average losing trade loses 1.63%. This is because of the account that I have, and my average winning trade gains are 5%. Right? If we go here to trade analytics, sorry, to the chart lab, and I see the drawdown. Let me change this. All right. You can see here how I was 18%, a little bit more, right? Of a drawdown. Now I have hit finally the 0% line. For those who don't know how this chart works, is that when you're at zero, your account is making a new equity, right?
New equity peak.
A new equity peak, yeah, that's right. When it comes down, it's coming down from the new equity peak, right? So I've had new equity peak here, I have new equity peak here, new equity peak here, and then these 2 first weeks of May, right? Now finally we got a new equity peak. Saying that is so important for you to understand how trading works, because you can carry 2, 3, or several days of red on your P&L, but if you reduce your trading size, if you do whatever you have to do to grow the account and treat it like you have to, right, and not recklessly, then you will succeed. You get back in line. You will get your psychology, your mental state in the right state to trade, and then make the right trades and come back. So finally, it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trading days to get back, but I think it's worth it. And the best part is that every time you do this, the next time you need to go through this period of difficulties, you remember these days and say, all right, I did it once, I did it twice, I'm gonna do it again, right? So with that, I say, you know the drill. Please thumbs up, subscribe, and share. And with that, I pass it to George. He's gonna review his trades for today. Thank you.